Well, finally time to end this.
This was... I consider this True Arena to be the most difficult of all the True Arenas.
What about Planet Robot's True Arena?
Even harder than that. And I say that from my experience. I only ever failed Robot's True Arena twice, and one of those was from one of my buttons going very wonkers to the point where I couldn't play. But... No, wait, 3 times actually.
Too bad we're not going to see this ability.
But this one... Oh my gosh. And by the way, that was with Robot with no ability each and every time.
Yeah, Giga, how long did it take you to beat the True Arena here?
8 years!
8 years? It only took me less than a year with hammer ability back in the day.
Here's the reason why.
Although it did take me a while when I tried no ability.
It only took me I was only like low on health by
Okay guys, I've got a confession. I used hammer.
Okay.
Yay, you conformed!
Anyway, can I say it?
Okay, now that we've got that out of the way.
Alright, you were saying, Giga?
Okay. I always ran low on HP whenever I reached Galacta Knight. 2, my brother was the first one to beat it. But upon doing so, my DS's R button was shot.
Wow.
Yeah, he used the R button so much that he broke it.
Jeez.
Okay, so talking about the bosses here, the mid-bosses are really simple and pattern-based. You saw how I dealt with the first 2. For Fan, that's his name, you want to, because of all the space you have, sometimes he can throw you and you not take damage since you don't hit the wall because of the size of the room. So you want to just keep him on the edge of the screen as much as possible so that you can react to what he does.
Anyways, I was going...
I'll be talking about the bosses as this goes along, by the way.
Yeah.
So, sorry if I interrupt you, Giga, but Fire Lion, just stay in a corner and come down when he gets stars.
But, anyways, a third reason is because my family lost the game for a long time. We don't know where it went, along with a copy of Pokemon Platinum. It was not my copy, at least, so
I also lost Kirby Superstar Ultra once, and then I had to get another cartridge for Christmas.
Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah. So we eventually owned Superstar Ultra again because a friend of ours gave it to us, and of course I inherited Pokemon Platinum. Okay,
so Lolo and Lalala's Revenge is basically the same as the first one. Although this is the first time I'm fighting one of these kinds of bosses in this playthrough with no ability.
Yeah.
It's really simple.
So you have to fire murder cubes at them.
Murder cubes, yes. Wow, yeah. I never really thought about that. That's exactly what they are. They're meatless murder cubes.
Fun fact, these guys were reappearing in a blowout blast.
Yeah. In 3D.
Also, they had their own game, by the way. 3, actually.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Okay, Whispy's Revenge is actually one of the more difficult bosses of the first 6 in the True Arena. And it's all because of the... Like I said, Giga, I'm going to be... sorry if I interrupt you, but the poison apples cannot be inhaled, otherwise you'll take damage. Same with the caterpillars.
Caterpillars?
Caterpillars. Thankfully, he can be nice.
Okay, you're saying, Giga?
Alright, well, I was gonna say the Kreg, you mean Kirby's a wolf? But,
and there I panicked.
Yeah, so when I was when I played the True Arena again, I figured out a strategy to help me beat it. I realized that... that the Stoner ability... hold that thought. This boss!
Kabula is really just very straightforward as long as you are good, know how to play a shmup boss. It's like, Kabula is one of the easier ones, although I do get hit by her sometimes when I'm just not paying attention. My failures on Kabula are never seem like BS. Whenever I fail Kabula, it's always, yeah, exactly. Kabula is a really easy boss.
I noticed that he'd bought a load of bullet bills from Bowser.
He or she?
Oh, by the way,
I have
this
no
boss
idea.
is a joke with the stone ability. You can kill it in not 2 minutes.
But the thing is, you
4
have to keep
minutes.
flying above it if you have stone ability, and that's just cumbersome.
Even still, it's fairly easy to do. You just have to press up, then B, and then bam!
Yeah, but I don't know. Stone ability is just too. I like what they did with it in later games.
Me too, but
Are you actually gonna hit this boss at some point?
Well, I can't until it drops a Waddle Doo, so.
Yeah.
Or bombs.
This is gonna take a while.
But
Yeah.
what I was elaborating on was I had to play the defensive game when I was trying to beat the true arena because I had to play the game of keep as much health as you can.
Whoops.
Way to go, Swat.
And Kabula, good job. And Kabula was always my run killer because, it's just it always takes so much health out of me that I might as well restart the run because I don't want to use any of the tomatoes until I reach Mark's soul.
Yeah, because
Kreko Jr. is basically
Giga
just a stalling
spoilers.
one.
well, it's an old game. Does it really matter?
The game is 8 years old. No, 9 years old at this point.
Come on, at least I had fun with the editing the original Superstar in order to build up suspense.
Don't worry, I may end up like censoring out or something. Maybe, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, Krako can be a bit tricky with no ability, but he's not as tricky as if you try to use a copy ability without copying. That's a thing. Like, seriously, you have to know exactly what you're doing, and it's like, he turns into probably the hardest of the first 6 in that case.
Yeah. Well,
Honestly, his pattern doesn't look too terribly different compared to the original one, aside from like this lightning strike attack.
Well, when you're trying to avoid copying with copy, it's the randomness of the Waddle Doos does become a bit painful, and that lasts all. Yep.
the Krakow of that whip.
And time for the final 4.
Yep.
The Elite Four. Wait, wrong game.
Too bad, no hammer.
Yeah, he doesn't even offer it to you.
Yeah.
Well, it's better here because in just the regular arena, they fight Meta Knight. You're forced to take the sword no matter what.
You're not forced to take the sword. You can either wait it out or just drop the sword.
Yeah, but when you're speedrunning, that is kind of... That does slows down the pace.
I've seen tools.
Just make a helper.
I've seen tools that did speedrunners just discard the sword immediately. They've always used the Wisp ability.
The Plasma ability?
Yeah. Also, can I say something about Sonic Forces? I'm actually glad they're making a new use out of the Wisps.
Yeah, at least it's original.
Yeah.
Using them
I like
as
the lightning whip.
Yeah.
Isn't that what kind of what? Well, no, wait. Eggman tried to use them as fuel, not as weapons.
Yeah. He did.
So this is a
Mind
much
control.
better Mass BDD fight than I had in Revenge of the King, I believe. Gee.
That was
surprised.
close.
But I couldn't escape that.
He just wanted to give you a bear hug. Granted, a very deadly bear hug, but a bear hug nonetheless.
I'm gonna be honest,
Ah,
I
this job.
wish
Okay, so yeah, when I was recording this, all of my attempts, except for maybe one to Wham Bam Duel, were lost to Galacta. So later on, you're gonna hear me, like in this fight, you're gonna hear me get more and more frustrated as I take unnecessary pot shots against the boss. And by pot shots, I mean him hitting me, not me hitting him.
Is this going to be a montage?
No, it's not. This is
This is your
successful
winning run?
from start to finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the heck was that?
That was my computer doing something while recording, and I think I heard, "Damn you, computer." I think I said that during that, but I think you guys talked over it.
Yeah.
That just gives you an idea of just how annoyed I was that Galacta kept on defeating me. And it was always to the most stupid things, like I would get so close and then panic. Oh man, Galacta is painful. Like, you know, he has a very simple strategy, but he's designed to make you make mistakes, and that's exactly how he causes me to fail. He makes me make mistakes, and obviously he gets into my mind. That's how he defeats you. Because you can duck under a lot of his attacks, but the ones that you can't, like the shockwave.
Yeah.
Oh, that's shockwave. But we'll get there in a moment.
Yeah, this boss is taking forever with no abilities.
I could have guarded to take get a bit of chip damage, but I was trying to not use guarding for the true arena.
Oh, okay.
Like, I just don't like using guarding in general. I've used it a bit more than I'm okay with using it when I use abilities in Kirby Super Star Ultra, but in the modern games, I just don't use it. Except in the case of Mirror and Planet Robot, since that can be used offensively.
I think Wham Bam Jules angry considering how many times he fired that finger gun.
You think he's angry? That didn't compare to the rage of 1,000 suns I was experiencing.
You see Wham Bam Jules pissed off there.
You know, I'm wondering one thing. Why isn't he using both of his hands at the same time?
Because I have no idea. And I missed ammo, darn. Yeah, like, I was so frustrated and trying to get it done that I was making careless mistakes like missing ammo, and naturally that didn't help my frustration.
Wow.
Yeah. You'll start, come
notice.
Galacta Night, you'll start hearing me say, make grunts of annoyance as I get hit.
Also, I happen to notice some angles of Wham Bam Jules' design only seem to have it light up slightly, whereas the angle opposite of it doesn't even do it. Because like the 1 degree angle when it's swinging to the right doesn't light up, but when it does to the left, it does. Like, watch closely.
Yeah, I think I see what you mean. It's sprite mirroring.
I think this is like more like a reference to the original Wham Bam,
Yeah.
Okay, tomato for insurance. And
based on what I was saying.
Okay, guys. You know I normally don't curse, right?
You swear.
Well, fuck Galacta Night. Get that out of the way.
We gotta get that PG-13 rating somehow with the single use of the F word.
That's why you just need a little bit more backbone into it.
Let's go over all the reasons why I hate Galacta Night in this game. You can duck under many of its attacks, so it's not difficult, right? Wrong! The enemy summons! Dear God, the enemy summons!
Hey, but at least they're ammo.
And the shockwave! Like, you have to have specific timing on sliding into the shockwave to avoid it. Otherwise, you will take damage. No ifs, ands, or buts. You will take damage if you miss your timing for slide kicking into the shockwave.
And he
wants to just stall like heck.
One thing I was gonna say about the stone abilities that I thought ran off Smash Bros. Logic that Kirby was forced to go out of it. No, I could stay in it all day long. So I don't have to play
And
the racing
stone
game
is
with this
freaking
thing.
broken. Not as broken as Tornado, and I'm glad for that, but it's and Galacta Night.
Hammer's still the better ability to fight this guy.
Yeah, but what's not using abilities here?
Like, I'm starting to figure out strategies for the enemy summons, but I have yet to actually get past any of the enemy summons without taking damage, because, it's the worst attack he has! Aside from the shockwave. Like I said, his movement patterns are designed to stall, and to make you panic so that you make mistakes, and that's what gets you. Not his attacks or how difficult his attacks are to avoid, but he makes you make mistakes on the easy ones. You see? Like that.
Because they're so hard to swallow.
Yeah.
So hard to
Yes.
suck.
Like, I can tell, in terms of, if I was doing a no damage run, Mark Soul would definitely be the more difficult boss to fight. And that was BS. Complete BS. He didn't take damage from that. I was supposed to be able to get 2 hits from that, but no.
I never seen this attack.
I have.
He does the fire bars plenty often.
Oh.
And the Mace Knights are the worst of the enemy summons, by the way. Completely.
Oh.
You see, it's so hard to time that, because at this point, you're running on adrenaline, and adrenaline makes you miss timing.
Wouldn't it be a simpler logic to just jump over the shockwave?
But you're stuck on ducking, and so so it would be simpler in that logic. Yes!
I was gonna say, so it's like a mixture of fear and adrenaline. While you like the sound of it, while I like the feel of adrenaline, you hate the feeling of fear because fear leads to failure.
Yes, exactly, and that's how Galacta Knight got me. And look, I was so panicked that I accidentally swallowed my ammo. Thankfully,
oh my goodness!
You heard me there say, "Oh my goodness!" Like that was how.
You want to use the sleep ability?
No.
I did not.
Why didn't you use sleep ability?
Because I wanted to be done with the True Arena. That's why.
By the way, why can't sleep ability just heal you a bit like it does in Squeak Squad?
Yeah, I went.
Because that would be broken in the True Arena.
Oh boy.
Time for the true final boss.
Here we go. It's Nova using Marx's body as a vessel one last time.
So this is what began the whole EX's boss theme and whatnot.
The soul bosses? I thought it was
Mark's Soul is admittedly one of my favorite soul bosses in terms of character and appearance. I still, in terms of the actual battle, Sectonia's Soul remains my favorite.
I thought it was
Mark's
Canvas
Soul
Curse
is really
that started the
difficult,
soul
and I like
battles.
it.
Is why I'm gonna be honest. This is probably my least favorite.
Wow. Well,
I have more fun fighting Magalore in Star-Dream than I do with this guy.
Honestly, Magalore is my least favorite, to be completely honest.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he's still okay, just
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
And I don't
this
count Drasha's Soul because, well, you know, that was before the whole Soul Boss escapade.
Only my brothers got to this boss. Well, only one of my brothers did. I never
me
got
quite a few
close
tries
to
to
this
beat
boss
Mark's Soul the
until
first time.
8 years later. And hell,
And because we're not playing on an emulator, we can actually see the graphical effects that don't appear on
Yeah,
an
because I
emulator.
always wonder why that doesn't show up when I'm playing.
Well, Kirby games are harder to emulate than, say, Mario. So
those blobs right there, those are paint blobs.
yeah, the way to dodge it is to stay away from the corner, like a bit away from the corner, but still on the side. And whenever you see a blob coming your way, you'll still get BS patterns that are unavoidable. But use Kirby's jump to hit the blobs so that they don't hurt you.
By the way, Swat, were you groaning earlier?
I've been able to maybe. I've been able to actually avoid. I've been able to actually avoid it a few times since this video, but I didn't have a successful attempt at avoiding the paint blob attack in this case.
Should have played the shoot the whoop sound there.
I don't even know the shoot the whoop sound, and besides, because of the intensity of the True Arena, I wanted to avoid doing jokes. Like the hammer thing at the beginning, that was really all you get.
But
Sorry.
But it's like firing a laser. I mean, as mimetic as that is, it's basically telling you get in the way, you're dead.
But yeah, you can tell I was running on adrenaline because I did not want to have to fight Galacta Knight again.
Now, Mark's
Yeah, see, that was an example of a BS one. There was no way I could have jumped in time.
With those colored orbs. You either shoot paint or another attack we might see later. Shoot 2 colored tokens.
He can do a Soul Meteor, which I think is the first attack he does once he reaches half health.
Yeah, which is almost at half. And now he's in half
Also,
health.
that bomb Watt swallowed if that thing lands and you get hit by it, you get frozen.
Plus, unlike in the original
Yeah,
fight,
kicking that one.
jeez. Unlike in the original, another thing, we were talking over it, so you probably didn't hear it, but I mentioned second phase to myself because I noticed the background changed. When he enters the second phase, it starts moving up and left rather than down and left, and some of the colors change in the palette.
Yeah.
I think the animation is also faster, but I'm not sure.
It looks a little bit faster.
Anybody else getting Kingdom Hearts vibes from the area?
Kind of.
I get Kirby vibes from Kingdom Hearts. No, wait, that's a lie. I don't really get a Kingdom Hearts vibe from this. I get a Mark Soul vibe from this. But let me gush for a moment. I love Mark Soul's battle arena. This is just so. This is such a cool arena for a final boss fight. We're almost done, guys.
We're almost done. Just
one more hit?
maybe.
Yeah. I believe those things when swallowed become...
There we go.
So, here comes Nightmare Fuel.
It's not Nightmare Fuel. It's the death of a boss.
Look at that. Look at that shit. And that screen.
It's standard for Kirby.
It's not. It's like.
I mean, it is really cool.
Okay,
but
Cass,
now
we're talking for a moment here. I don't know if it's getting caught on camera, but my heart is beating faster than the timer.
I still thought it was funnier in
the right side of the timer was.
I still thought it was funnier in my editing,
Yeah.
where I did the lightning round thing.
I just had to make that comment. My heart was beating faster than the millisecond timer on the timer because yeah.
Oh.
And here we go.
100% movie. Basically, your reward for you going for that.
I paid 500 stars for this. What a ripoff.
You have mastered Kirby.
Yep.
And for some reason, Marx is there, even though we just killed him.
Well, this ain't canon.
Also, blooper reel. Yay! Kirby Master. Also, if I remember, if you clear Helper to Hero of all helpers, you get the original SVS themes.
Yeah, and I may do that. Oh, I'll continue after this.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say something.
Good job,
How
Kirby.
laughing is that?
It's like a laugh track.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like a laugh track. Huh? What happened? Duh! Ah, dick on my face!
It's a caterpillar.
It looks like.
Yeah, but that's not Wispy Woods though.
Oh,
Oh, wait,
I
this
never
was probably
thought
one of my
about
favorite
that.
ones.
What?
No.
Dive in to do that.
Totally.
He just wasted
Okay,
food.
so actually the one thing about this particular scene is that... Wait for it.
Okay.
This particular scene actually happened.
Well, Kirby's going back to Dreamland.
Oh, here's another funny one.
Boing!
It should have just tanked through, though.
Who put that Rocky there?
Did you look at Kirby's face?
Yes. Oh, here's another funny one. It's like, this is a 1 in a million shot.
Doink!
Oh, wait, this is another good one.
Oh,
He makes
you
it.
might feel
Kirby
lighter
does
than
it.
usual. Whatever.
Bye-bye!
And one of the more memorable
Galacta
ones.
and Nella are fighting.
Oh, I love this one.
Hey guys, better
Hey,
check-
can you stop the Sun and Moon from fighting?
First attempt on trying to fight Mass DDD. That's what normally happens.
Yeah.
Yup.
Well, I never
Okay,
lost
so-
Mask DDD, honestly.
So yeah, that's technically the end of the Kirby Superstar Ultra series. Although I'm thinking about doing like
The
single
sub-games?
ability arena, true. Well, yeah, the sub games, single ability arena, and True Arena runs, and also the rest of Helper the Hero, so we might still have some left to do. But that'll be a while from now, and like I'm not gonna force everyone into that. Probably just Kreg.
I think we should just cover the bonus content and call it good because I don't want to watch all those runs.
Giga, you underestimate my power.
No, someone needs to say it in the Meta Knight voice.
Behold my tournaments.
You underestimate my power.
Come back when you can put.
Don't try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna take a while, but I am going to do that.
Oh, boy.
I won't. Yeah. Just to show how the secret either usefulness or in some cases absolute horridity of certain abilities. Wheel. Actually, Wheel's good in the True Arena, but not the regular arena.
Okay.
So with that, we are done with Kirby Superstar Ultra until otherwise mentioned.
Yeah.
God. We had this on the back burner for so long, and it's so nice to see it end.
Good.
I need a Kirby break.
Well, if you need a Kirby break, just wait until the next 3DS Kirby game comes out.
Or Kirby Switch, because holy shit, I am grabbing that.
I want to get Kirby Switch too, Kreg. You need to get a Switch soon, or you'll be missing out.
Yeah, but as of this recording, well, yeah, it's gonna be a good while until I record Dreamland 2 and Adventure.
Yeah. Anyway.
I have